Sometimes pain teaches you what comfort never could. The loneliest roads often lead to the most beautiful destinations. When your soul is tired, silence becomes a healing language. God hides His greatest blessings in the shadows of our darkest nights. Not every loss is meant to break you. Some are meant to build you. In the eyes of this world, you may be forgotten, but in the eyes of God, you're always seen. True strength is walking away from what hurts, even when you still want to hold on. Your silence speaks when your words can no longer carry the weight. Broken hearts don't cry for attention. They quietly search for peace. Sometimes the most powerful prayer is a tear that falls in complete surrender. Patience is not about waiting. It's about trusting what you can't see. God does not forget the hands that were raised to Him in despair. The soul that walks alone often hears the voice of truth the loudest. Some wounds are not meant to be healed. They are meant to awaken you. You may feel abandoned, but you're never alone. Angels walk with you. Tears are a language the heart speaks when words fail. Let your scars remind you of the battles you survived, not the pain you endured. Even the deepest darkness can't stop the light written in your destiny. Sometimes Allah delays not to deny, but to prepare you for more than you imagined. Real love doesn't always come with comfort. Sometimes it comes with correction. Your value is not measured by how others treat you, but by how you rise after being broken. Don't beg people to stay. The right ones never leave. Healing begins the moment you accept the pain instead of running from it. When your plans fail, remember, His plan is still perfect. Trust the silence. It often hides the whisper of divine wisdom. Pain shapes the soul in ways comfort never could. Don't underestimate the power of a sincere prayer whispered through tears. Some days, survival itself is a miracle. Even if the world forgets you, the one who created your soul never will. You are not lost. You are just being redirected. Every closed door has a purpose. Sometimes, rejection is protection. You don't need everyone's approval. You just need His guidance. True growth feels like breaking first. Be kind, even to those who weren't kind to you. It's a reflection of your strength, not their worth. One sincere prayer can change a lifetime of sorrow. Sometimes your silence is your loudest scream. You may feel empty, but you are still enough. Forgive, not because they deserve it, but because your soul deserves peace. Even broken hearts can still beat with faith. What feels like an end is often the beginning of something greater. God listens to the prayers you didn't even know how to say. Healing is not about forgetting. It's about releasing. You don't always need answers. Sometimes you just need to trust. True love never demands. It understands. Painful goodbyes often lead to meaningful hellos. Every hardship carries a hidden mercy. Being misunderstood is the price of being real. Sometimes, strength is choosing to cry in silence. Faith isn't about having no fear. It's about moving forward despite the fear. Don't rush what is being divinely written. Every wound that didn't break you made you wiser. The ones who suffer in silence often have the deepest strength. Life's storms reveal who your shelter truly is. Trust Allah's timing, even when it breaks your heart. A single tear shed in sincerity is more powerful than 1,000 words. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy of love. Let go of what weighs you down to rise where you belong. Don't confuse peace with numbness. True peace brings clarity. Real change begins with inner stillness. Hope is not weakness. It's the light that leads you home. You don't need loud victories. Silent growth is still growth. Sometimes the people closest to you won't understand your journey. Learn to carry your pain without turning it into anger. You are stronger than what tried to break you. Behind every broken heart is a soul still longing for light. Your tears have not gone unnoticed. The darkest nights birth the brightest mornings. Even when no one sees your struggle, God sees your strength. Growth often feels like grief. Peace doesn't come from answers. It comes from trust. No one walks this world without a battle unseen. Kindness in the face of cruelty is divine strength. Even in your lowest moment, your soul still holds light. Let your silence be your reply to those who never cared to understand. The more you rely on God, the less the world can shake you. Your scars are proof that you survived the storm. The best stories are written in the language of tears and resilience. Loneliness isn't emptiness. It's the space where your soul breathes. Real faith is tested when nothing makes sense. You were never meant to break, only to bend and return stronger. The soul heals quietly. Don't rush its pace. What you seek in others, return to God and you will find. Sometimes peace comes after the storm, not before. Only the heart that breaks learns how to truly love. Even if no one stands with you, God walks beside you. Not everything that hurts is meant to harm. Some pain is a teacher. True peace is surrender, not control. You don't have to see the whole path to take the next step. Let your faith be louder than your fears. The soul knows what the eyes cannot see. You were never forgotten, only being prepared. In your weakest hour, you are being watched by the most powerful. Let go of the past to make space for His mercy. He hears the do-I you didn't say, only felt. You are a work in progress in the hands of the most merciful. Sometimes, the delay is protection in disguise. Pain often delivers us to places peace never could. God never wastes a tear shed in His remembrance. Every trial brings you closer to who you're meant to be. Silence is sometimes the only answer your soul needs. Even your trembling heart is a sign of faith. When the world turns its back, turn your face to the sky. Don't fear being alone. Fear losing your connection with the One. Sometimes rest is an act of worship too. You're not broken. You're breaking through. He knows how tired you are, and He hasn't forgotten. Let your emptiness be filled with divine light. Even in stillness, you're moving toward your purpose. Patience is a seed, and trust is the soil. Nothing that is yours by faith will be taken by force. He chose you for the journey. Trust Him with the destination. The ones who walk through fire often carry the brightest light. Don't bury your hope just because you're weary. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is surrender. Healing starts when you stop pretending you're okay. You're not falling apart. You're being reshaped. Peace is when your heart is at ease, even in chaos. Let your heart break open. Light enters through the cracks. God holds your heart more gently than the world ever could. Surrender is strength, not weakness. Every breath is proof of His mercy. When you feel unseen, you are most seen by Him. Pain may be loud, but trust is louder. The journey within is the most sacred one. No darkness can defeat the soul that is held by light. Some of the most beautiful transformations are silent. Even when you don't know what to ask for, He gives what you need. You are not weak. You are just deeply human. Mercy reaches deeper than your worst moment. Sincere heart always finds its way back to peace. Even if your hands are empty, your soul is never without. Faith is trusting that you're not forgotten, even in silence. Some lessons are written in heartbreak, others in healing. Be still. Sometimes answers come in the quiet. True faith begins when comfort ends. You don't carry the burden alone. He carries it with you. You're not just surviving, you're rising. Let your soul speak louder than your wounds. God turns tears into strength and sorrow into wisdom. Even shattered hearts still hold light. The way forward is through, not around. Nothing is lost when placed in His hands. You are always one prayer away from peace. What you see as ruin, He sees as rebuilding. Even in delay, there is direction. He is closest when you're most broken. Your worth is not measured by your pain, but by your perseverance. And every ending in this world is just the beginning with Him. Support our journey by subscribing to AK English Quotes and turning on the bell icon.